Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news yesterday. The Los Angeles Rams announced that Cooper Kupp will be getting traded this offseason. I'm going to give you guys my prediction on who I think what team he's going to go to. Also, some reaction from his teammates, his former teammates. I hope you guys do enjoy the video. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace. So yesterday it was made official. The Rams are seeking to trade Cooper Kupp this offseason. This is Cooper Kupp's reaction to the news. I'm sure that he was aware of it. He didn't like his role too much last season with the Rams. Obviously, it was he didn't have the production he wanted, the looks he wanted to be getting. So, kind of due to injuries, he's getting up there in age, wear and tear, typical things, right? So he says, I was informed that the team will be seeking a trade immediately and will be working with me and my family to find the right place to continue competing for championships. I don't agree with the decision and always believed it was going to begin and end in LA. Still, if there's one thing that I learned over the years, there are so many things that are out of your control, but it is how you respond to these things that you will look back on and remember. I have taken so much pride in playing alongside my teammates for the LA community, so thank you for embracing my family and making this such a special place for us. 2024 began with the best training camps of my career. Preparations start now for 2025. Highly motivated, as healthy as ever. Looking forward to playing with elite football for years to come. Love you guys. But coming for it all. So strong worded statement. It didn't seem like he was too keen on a trade, but like I said, a lot of the times he didn't have the production he wanted. He didn't get the same looks he was getting. It was kind of like the Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua show a lot of the times, and I can understand that could be frustrating. And even from the Rams standpoint, they can probably look at that on the field and say, hey, you know what? Cooper Kupp just doesn't look like the same guy he did in 2021. Obviously, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, it's going to look a lot different from now. But kind of sad to see him go. It sounded like he wanted to stay there forever. Obviously, you know, when you're with the team, you're drafted with the team. Loyalty means everything. But in this football game, it's a business, unfortunately. I know that Les Snead, Cooper Kupp, and Sean McVay have a strong relationship, but end of the day, it's business, right? Now let's kind of go over some of the reactions from his teammates. We have little brother Puka Nacua here finding out about Cooper Kupp's trade.
We had the opportunity to play one of the teams we were playing in the Super Bowl, so to feel like, man, we're right there, and then just to have the offseason kind of start immediately, and then just some of the recent news with
He talks about how they played against a team that are going to the Super Bowl today. So he kind of feels that they were one step away from having that Cinderella story with Cooper Kupp ending right there, right? A happily ever after, so to call it, if he was going to get traded if the Rams went to the Super Bowl. Maybe the story would have been different, but I don't think the Rams are on the same level as the Eagles are. I don't think they would have beat the Commanders as convincingly as he thinks. But, you know, kind of a fair point to make, but not too much depth in there.
We're going, and yeah, I feel like I've been spoiled. I've been blessed to be able to have Cooper Kupp be my mentor and to be able to follow him and be able to watch him interact.
Obviously,
with
Puka has high
facility,
praise for Cooper Kupp and
was,
everything he's done for him and in his progression as a player.
And to be a husband in the offseason and how that time we got to spend together, and the basketball player that he is, to be able to compete.
Cooper Kupp, ex-basketball player, played in high school.
That
was his main sport.
And everything he does to take care of his body and to communicate with Matthew to be on the same page. And it's been a huge blessing, and I freaking love that guy.
How did he tell you?
He had
a lot of love between that guy
and
Cooper.
Before kind of the news had broke, and then yeah, just kind of seeing it on social media. And then honestly, before I came out here for the Super Bowl, I rechecked Twitter and I was like, was I dreaming? Like, is the Luka and this?
Puka Nacua is just such a smiley dude. I mean, even you could tell he's upset about how the trade kind of went down and why it's going down, and losing a brother, losing another teammate, somebody that he has such high praise for. Looks at him as a mentor, as a big brother. So it's really nice to see him in high spirits. Obviously, you lose such a big part of that team, a pivotal point of your progression as a player. It kind of hurts to see, but understandably so. You understand this, the business, and Sucks to see. Now we have Big Brother Matthew talking about the Cooper Kupp trade.
This week that your teammate Cooper Kupp was informed that the Rams will be seeking to trade him immediately, and not only as a teammate but as a close friend. How do you take the news?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I've been around long enough to know that anything is possible. But Cooper's he's been a pillar of this organization and this community for a long time since he got drafted here, and his ability to impact the guys in our locker room, obviously his play on the football field and the people in the community that he's been able to impact it's incredible. Super Bowl MVP, the guy's as good as it gets when it comes to making plays.
I think that's why Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford, like Matthew was saying, is that Cooper Kupp just isn't just a player. He's also like a coach, and that's what Matthew is as a quarterback. He's not just a quarterback that passes the ball. He's telling you how to run your routes. If you watch any Rams NFL mic'd up, you could see Matthew Stafford's talking about cutting that corner tighter, making this break earlier, or anything like that, right? Any little details you can give to the receiver, kind of coaching them as well, not just being like, hey, you were off here, you were off there. He's kind of teaching them, kind of giving them kind of a way to make his life easier and growing together. And I think Cooper Kupp is the same way. He's had a lot of impact on Puka Nacua, like I said earlier. Perhaps Demarcus Robinson, Tutu Atwell as well. He had a big part in Van Jefferson when he was there too. Robert Woods. Cooper is just that dude to lift his teammates up as well, not just him. And Cooper's a very unselfish guy, so Matthew's going to miss him, and the Rams are too.
He's on the grass, but he's probably even better in our locker room, in the meeting rooms, and obviously as a family man. So just lucky to get to spend the time that I got to spend with him. Probably spent more time with Cooper Kupp than any other teammate I've ever had, as far as in the building and talking football and being about football. So I will, I'll miss him not being on the same team.
Well, there you have it. Cooper Kupp getting traded. You saw the reaction from Puka Nacua, Matthew Stafford. I think it's a tough decision because Cooper Kupp, like both of them said, is such a pivotal point in pushing players up, helping them get better. So I do think that Cooper Kupp will end up with somewhere like the Seahawks, somewhere up north. He's a Ewu boy. I think him going back to Washington would be nice for him. Obviously, I do think DK Metcalf is on his way out with the explosion of Jackson Smith and Jigba. He's proven himself that he can be a number one. So him and Cooper would be a nice duo. And we could get DK in return, but I don't love the play of DK too much. I would prefer a Garrett Wilson, but I don't think they would trade Cooper Kupp to the Jets. So I did think that DK would end up with the Chargers, but it's looking more likely for him to end up with the Rams, and then Keenan Allen would end up with the Chargers. And then you just saw DJ Moore did hint that he wanted to play with Cooper Kupp as well. I saw a video earlier about that. So it could be one of those scenarios where Cooper Kupp ends up with the Bears and Keenan Allen ends up with the Rams, and DK ends up with the Chargers. So that's how I see it kind of playing out. It is unfortunate news for us Rams fans. But, business is business. We love Cooper. We'll always love Cooper. I think that 2021 season nobody will ever forget. Matthew Stafford did hint that he was coming back, so that's great to see. Other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.